Hello, everybody. And it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you with another episode of What People, the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. Hey, I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for listening. And you see what the title says. Your race isn't won yet. Continue to remain focused and calculated. I want to let y'all know too, we are going to get back to having the guest appearances and the interviews. You know what I mean? Your boy just got to be able to hold it down by himself too a little bit. You know what I mean? And y'all have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with getting some of this coaching from your boy for just a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna swiftly go back into some interviews going into next week. I'm gonna try to get at my boy Media Monix. I had to reschedule with him. Nothing of his fault or his doing, but I just had to go ahead and reschedule. But we're going to kick it off next week with my boy, Monix. So that's the plan, everybody. But for this week, like I just said, your race isn't won yet. Continue to remain focused and calculated. Now, the reason why I'm coming at y'all with this today is because, you know what, man, I'm telling you, man, All-Star Weekend brought out a lot of the egos, baby. It brought out a lot of the egos. You know what I mean? What this really showed me, I was only down there because shout out to the girls organization I work with, Zeta Nicole Girls, whoop whoop, you know, with Jennifer Williams and who was that? Jennifer Williams. We got Bree who went down there with us, Miss Connie, and myself, and as well as a few of the parents and some of the kids as well. We went down there to watch the 3-point shootout, the skills challenge, and the slam dunk contest. So yeah, it was pretty dope. It was real good. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. What it showed, I saw the clout, baby. Oh, it was out. Oh, people was listen. You ain't there yet, man. We all have not arrived to where we need to be. We cannot let one weekend give us the big head. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But on a bigger perspective, in a bigger picture, not to just bring up and talk about the game or the events leading up to the game before. You know, hey, I'm just letting everybody know you got to stop having so many different like cocky attitudes toward things, perceptions of people, the whole nine, yo. Ain't none of us arrived, yo. We still on our way. And we are putting in some damn good work. And I have to say that because there's some people I know putting on a heck of a show for everybody. And what I mean by a show is they're in their craft. They're doing what they're supposed to do. So big ups to a lot of people. Shout out to my boy Reggie moving forward. Man, that brother, he is doing some great things with his show. So y'all check out Support District Radio, my radio Chicago, and look for my boy Reggie moving forward, man, with the nightcap. The nightcap. Man, he be on from 9 p.m. to 11. I believe that is on Tuesdays, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Tuesdays. Y'all check him out, man. Support District Radio, my radio Chicago. That is who he is with. So y'all download the SDR app, listen to my boy Reggie, as well as them boys on Shop Talk 7, as well as those boys on Shop Talk 7, Media Monix, and my boy Dennis D. Smith, period, in the house. Yeah, they have a great, phenomenal show from 7 to 8. Also, my people at Dope Living TV Live. Sorry, y'all got to give the shout outs. Dope Living TV Live, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 8. And also, I'm on there when I can get on there as well, make an appearance and such, you know. Yeah, Marcella DeLavalette Amos, Gregory Gray, Gina Gatson, and Maurice Bishop. There it is. Sorry, brother. I didn't mean to mess up your name like that. But yes, that's Dope Living TV Live. That's the first place where I got started. So, you know, they always gonna get my direct gratitude, you know what I mean, and attention towards them because without those people right there, man, you wouldn't see me being able to do a lot of the things that I'm doing right now. But y'all know the story about that. So we're not gonna talk about that so much. Oh, and also, hold on, I have to mention this also. Hold on now. Let me see if I can find it here because I do not want to forget my other people here. I believe it's R&D Discount Distributors. Okay. My boy, Robert Davis. Okay. Please check out R&D Discount Distributors. Please. Listen, if it's on Amazon, I'm telling you, they can get it for you. some of the equipment that I use on for my show and whatnot, that I went through them, I purchased, and it has helped me a great ton. So R&D Discount Distributors, please check them out. You can Google it, you can search it on Facebook, and you should be able to find them. Yes, R&D Discount Distributors. Go holler at them. They have all the needs for you online, and they can get it for you cheaper. Just letting you know. All right, people. So I think I've done all the shout outs. Oh, no, I have one more specific shout out, people. This is to Miss Donalyn Biggs of Biggs Radio Chicago, voice of a new generation. Also, having satellite stations in Pasadena, California, Indianapolis, Indiana, and also Atlanta. ATL people in the A. Stand up. Okay, there it is. So, we're doing a great job, and she's doing a great job. I ain't going to say we because I ain't the one who developed it, but she's doing a great job with promoting Biggs Radio Network, the people who have the shows on there. And your boy, yours truly, will have a show on there Mondays from 5 to 6, people. Mondays from 5 to 6. Now, I know that also runs simultaneously with this, but with that, there are a lot of different things we can do, people. Oh, and I love it so much. I love it. But I will have a radio show on Biggs Radio, Chicago. Voice of a new generation, y'all. Y'all can download the Radio Box app for free, people. The Radio Box app via Android or Apple, whichever you so prefer or you have. Download that Radio Box, online Radio Box app, and then you can go ahead and stream not just my show, but all of the other shows that are on Biggs Radio Network too, as well. So, yes, people, we need to get the viewership up. We will be streaming our first episode on February 26th. So, yes, from 5 to 6, February 26th on a Monday. Tune in, everybody, to your boy, Jeff Relaford, because it's whose show? The Jeff Relaford Show. So, all right, y'all, definitely. And those are the last shout outs I got. So, like I'm trying to say, people, even with this message, we're shouting out all these beautiful and great people that I've come in contact with and I happen to be a part of. You get lucky to know some people. And I'm telling you, man, even these people do not act like they have arrived. We are all in the race called life. We're striving to learn, to do better, to become even more than what we were yesterday. So we all need to keep that same energy up. That's all it is. We just all need to keep that same energy up. So with keeping that same energy up, what's required of us is to just remain humble. Now, when I say remain humble, I'm just talking about internally. I'm not saying don't dumb down whatever you say or do or anything like that. What I mean by remain humble is just continue to just be at peace with yourself when it comes to your decision making. Do not allow your ego to lead everything. I get it. We're all human. Ego will go ahead and lead a lot of times. I'm knocking stuff down off the desk. Look at that, man. Craziness. Sat up here because I was waving my hand. I swear, people, I wasn't aggressive. I didn't throw anything. I wasn't mad. No. But, ego, you just can't let that lead with everything, man. Like I said, we're all humans. We all have egos to an extent, and they do lead in certain aspects of our lives. They do. So, but you don't want your ego to be the main thing that leads out. You know what I mean? Leave a little bit of margin of mystery for people so they can get to know you, who you are, and what you do. And that's what these people have done. All these people have great talents, great skills, things that I haven't seen done yet. And also Ron Reed, shout out to Ron Reed also. Sorry, man, just a number of people here, man. Once again, your race isn't won yet. Continue to remain focused and calculated. So Ron Reed, also Views and Opinions podcast. Yeah, y'all check them out too. Y'all check that man out for real. Ordinary people with extraordinary stories, man. That's it. That's it. So y'all check it out. But anyway, once again, another person who understands that the race isn't won yet, but he continues to remain focused and calculated. Everybody who I've mentioned and named, you know what I mean? Everybody has an agenda. Everybody has a way that they want to go about and doing something. I'm telling you, y'all, the key is to stay focused and calculated. Got to. And I know y'all hear a lot of people say stay focused all the time, right? We hear it all the time, people. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. I get it. But we just tend to forget a lot of times. There are so many different things that can throw us off the path. People, right? People is number one. People can throw you off. A lot of times it's best to learn how to listen to people in the right dynamic that you are in. That's what it really boils down to. Us as a people, we all have to learn how to listen to these dynamics of other people when they're talking about our businesses, our lives, the different things that they see us doing. Like prime example, I had a conversation with my mentor, to the homie Greg Gray. We were on the phone, and we had a conversation, and he talked about what he was seeing from me, and we had a real conversation about it. You know what I mean? And when people give you that realness about you, you know what I mean? It's your duty to go ahead, meet it at the door, see if it makes sense, or fill in any gaps. You know what I mean? That a person may have. Fill out any gaps that a person may have. You know, it all helps. So that's what we did. We got on the phone. We talked for a good hour and a half almost, man. It was great. It's great. And it made me realize how good it is that oftentimes to have that criticism there. So see, that's what a part of remaining focused and calculated is. Get you around some people that don't mind stirring up your pot with your thinking, even when it pertains to you. You know what I mean? Like they can tell you what they see you, how they see you doing, or what the perception is. But we have to remember that a lot of our close companions' perceptions are more or less merely concern, because people are looking at us. They're watching what we're doing. It's like, hey, big dog, you eating? Hey, you okay? You spreading yourself too thin? Or do you want to take certain people on the journey with you? You know what I mean? Like these are real questions that you have to ask and talk about with your people. Like for real. The hard hitting questions that you have with your mentor. You know what I mean? Or mentors. You know what I mean? And these were just a few. We didn't necessarily talk about these subjects, but these are questions that you should have, within yourself, without your mentor also. Once again, continue to remain focused and calculated. Your race isn't won yet, people. I don't care how much learning you get. I don't care how much you've done or your money you've made. The race still ain't won yet, man. Even the greatest and best and brightest of business owners, or people who have LLCs or any type of corporation, anything of that nature, they're always striving to do what? Keep up with the Joneses. What I mean is keep up with the times, right? They're trying to keep up with the times. So if they're trying to keep up with the times, that means they always have to be forever adapting. That is what we should be as his people. People, come on. We should remain forever adapting. There are a lot of courses and things that we can learn just by watching other people. Just by watching other people. And I have to say it that way because it's interesting how a lot of I give a lot of direction, a lot of different ways and viewpoints to look at different things, right? But you want to know something? A lot of my stuff, facts and figures is cool, yo. Like I always say, we live in a generation of facts and figures, and we need that for certain things. We need it for certain things. But for this in particular, people, it is just good to just sit back and watch different processes, watch different systems, watch how different things go, and see if it could be used for your benefit. This is just how a lot of the behind the scenes goes. You know what I mean? Once again, your race isn't won yet. Continue to remain focused and calculated. And people, this doesn't have to be in business. This can be with any task that you wish to complete. Just know that you want to complete it and execute it well. Execute it well. You have to learn how to execute properly. And a lot of times it looks different to people because some people don't mind falling in the bucket, you know what I mean, or in the mud, getting real dirty. To start off first, they say, hey, we just charge it to the game. Boom, bada bam. And there are a lot of people who are willing to charge it to the game, especially now with when people are getting so famous now where it's easy to make a lot of money. You don't even have to be known to make a lot of money. There are a lot of things you can do behind the scenes and keep yourself hidden from anything, but with that becomes a thing that has a possibility to change you. That's money, resources, we always have to remember how money and resources can help us and not hinder us. It hinders us when we continue to get a big head. It hinders us when we get an ego. Being compensated is nice for the work that you are getting, that you are doing. Being compensated is very nice for the work that you're doing. But what you have to remember is you have to make sure to take calculated and key steps. Calculated and key steps that only you can devise yourself. I haven't met anybody yet who's had all the answers and the big picture to a grandiose stage. Once again, myself included, I always tell people I don't have all the answers. All I do is I just go off what the person can tell me in that moment. In that moment. It's as quick as that. As quick as that. You know what I mean? So these are the things we look at. Remain calculated. It's okay if it takes you a while to make a move. And that's the thing. A lot of people are always trying to understand why other people aren't doing things or they are doing things. Now, once you've done it and you put it out there, that's one thing. So when people see it, then you can explain the behind the scenes. But for the overall process, people are always looking, people are always watching, people always want to know what it is you are trying to say and the direction that you are trying to go in. And that's it. You can say a lot of stuff. You could say, okay, I'm gonna make a left turn. Now everybody is hovering, trying to make sure you making that left turn. Point I'm trying to make is, people, it doesn't matter how big or how small, you are going to do something. Once you put it out there, you can either tell the story of how it didn't work, or maybe you are in a process of learning and your trial and error phase. That's another thing too, people. It's okay to go through trial and error to be successful or to be great at anything. It's okay to do that. Your trial and error actually makes you a little bit stronger as the time goes on, a little bit stronger. And that's for each level that you want to or decide to want to grow into. It's for each level of that. That's the thing, man. I'm telling you, if there was a way that people could just snap their fingers just like that and reach the destination that they all want to get to, guess what, man? They would have done it by now. They would have done it by now. That is why, people, it is steps that we have to take. There are certain things that have to be done because, and that can vary from person to person. Now, a lot of times the systems are different, but the processes are the same. The system is just the roadmap, right? But a lot of times people are effectively taking the same steps. Everybody has to hear it differently. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't learn the same way. Some people might learn by watching or reading something. Other people might just need a hands-on more experience to know. This is where a lot of people invest money. They invest money in hands-on experiences, right? And then they figure out if it's something right for them. Kind of sucks because you spend money sometimes and to figure out that something won't work for you after you spent some money on it. And, nobody wants to really go through that or hear that part. But the potential to have a lot of money wasted can be there. So what I encourage people to do in these types of situations, I've also had to do this, just dial back a little bit. Try to go ahead and embrace more of that reading. And I'm going to tell you, maybe this might work. Try to see where everything can line up at, right? Do your research. Simply put that way, people. We ain't got to get real deep on it. Just simply put that way. Just do your research. Look at some things that are going to help you out to go in a particular way that you would like to go. And that way it's you doing it. So now any research that you remember, any research or knowledge that we choose to take in as a people, that's our choice. If you want to learn about cameras, you'll learn about cameras. If you want to learn about a MacBook, you'll learn about a MacBook. If you want to learn about a PC or a mixer or lights or anything or USB hubs and all that other stuff, if that's what you desire to learn about, you'll want to learn about it. And you'll see how it all plays a picture into your big scope of things. To you on the other side of the camera, your big scope of things. Because you have to know how these things will relate to your peace, your purpose, your life. You know what I mean? That's really what it takes. So people, once again, your race isn't won yet with anything that you wish to do or accomplish. But just make an effort, a strong effort, to continue to remain focused and calculated until you die. I'm not saying you got to fall asleep. You got to take the big sleep with the pen and pad in your hand and be like, I did it all. And I ain't saying all that. I ain't telling nobody to go ahead and work like that hard until you die. But I'm just saying mentally, but mental wise, you know what I mean? When the opportunity presents itself, line yourself up so you can remain calculated and focused. That's all it is. It's a mindset. It's a mental thing. People, all these things point back to how we think and how we do things. What habits do we form? I heard it takes 90 days of doing something repetitive. I learned it was 90 days. I don't know if that's changed since then because, science and people are always coming out with different studies, the whole nine. But I was told 90 days of repetition, You do 90 days of repetition, you going to pretty much be setting your ways real good. So that's what I strive to do. If I take on something big mentally, I try to make it a habit. You know what I mean? I need to train. I do need to do this. I need to train myself a little bit more into the action process. But mentally, I do a pretty good job of myself within trying to create a mental spot to where I can achieve certain things. I can think them out. But it's execution. So that's why I say, people, execution. Know what you're good at. Work at what you have. Work with what you have to work at where you're going. Okay? Work with what you have to work at where you're going. Okay? Simply take what you got and run with it and build from there. Simply take what you got and build from it. Because a lot of times we think we don't have, right? A lot of times we don't have. And let's not get twisted. For even when people are maximizing and evolving, even for your big Fortune 500 companies, guess what? They have to go through the same process. They have to analyze things. They have to look at stuff. They have to run numbers. They have to see if whatever they're going to put out is going to work. So as I stated earlier, people, just do your research. Do your research so you can't do yourself wrong. You don't want to do you wrong, right? You don't want to do you wrong. Come on. So all it is just about taking that next step so that way you can make it happen, So yeah, people, I just want to really come on here because honestly, like I said, All-Star Weekend, people showing out, man. They're just showing out, man. We got one picture of us enjoying the festivities. No capping, no nothing like that. We didn't buy the expensive food. We didn't do all that too much. But there was a lot of people out here stunting. Come on, man. And you ain't got it. I understand, we all got images to uphold. But nah, man, get out there and enjoy your life a little bit. Everything don't have to be so everything doesn't have to just be so calculated to social media perfection. Shoot, live your life. Go do some things you want to do. It was great to sit up here and watch Steph Curry and old girl go at it live. It was great. It was great to see that floor, right? Because I went on the second day, y'all. I didn't go for the game, but I just went for the skills challenge, a 3-point shootout in the slam dunk contest, which was also dope to see in real time. Telling y'all, man, what they did to that floor was amazing. If that had to be an NBA standard thing, it would cost probably a lot of money to keep that up. I'm just assuming, but it was dope how they did it, though. Real dope how they did it. So, yeah, didn't use it to elevate nothing. I just wanted to let the people know I was out having a good time with my wife. You know what I mean? People I'm with. But, yeah, man, we have to stop using stuff like that for clout. I get it. Now, if you're already a celebrity and you there, sky's the limit. You already got your money, tickets, all that stuff. But for us people, come on. All right, I'm trying to be a little funny. Have a little bit of humor behind it as well. Because this isn't so much of a serious show, serious episode for today. Like I said, we're going to come back with Media Monix next week, and I'm going to interview him. And it's going to be a good one. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Whenever me and that brother, we talk, we have good conversations. And Monix is a very interesting mind. He's a very interesting mind. He's a person that he's really a deep thinker. Really a deep thinker. My man is, I would say, borderline genius, or is a genius. That's just me with sitting down talking to the man. You know what I mean? That's not me trying to sit up here and really ride on what he got going on. Nothing like that. Dude is super talented. Y'all just got to check him out. Super talented. He'll be on next week. We'll be talking about a few subjects of his choosing and or liking. And we'll make sure we deliver a great product to you all, because that's what we do. That's what we do over here on the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. So y'all, listen, man. Look, I'll wrap it up short today. We ain't got to be on for an hour. I can go ahead and be on for a good 30 minutes here. So, yes, people, remember, your race isn't won yet. Continue to remain focused and calculated. And also for my Christian people listening, yes, your race isn't won yet. God still has more in store for you. But remember, you got to put in some work in order to see what God has for you. Your race isn't won yet either. There's some things that we still have to do to remain calculated and focused. So, for my Christian people out there, Believe in that higher power. Believe in God. Believe in Christ. Believe what he has done and what he's going to come back and do. But know why you are here on this earth, while you have breath in your body, you go ahead, put some effort and some work in to make sure that your days are the best that God would have them to be for you and you would want for yourself. So, all right, y'all. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you with another episode of the Redirect, Regroup, Refocus podcast. And remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. I love y'all. Peace out.